Testing, testing. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so good evening everyone, and let's begin today's live sessions. I guess a lot of people will be asking about what our thoughts on Go and what's our expectations on Go. Okay, so today we have been doing a long positions using bookmap, so you can see that this is today trades. We are speculations that the price is actually going higher from here. Is actually giving us some signs that the price wanted to go higher. So we have been putting our long positions right here, putting our stop loss 2 to 1. Almost hit our stop loss, I need to admit. But at the end, we do profit out 2 to 1 risk reward ratio. Okay, so today we'll be doing another trades together and try to explain what is going on right now from the bigger picture. Okay, so as I mentioned, overall the momentum is still going higher, price is still above this area, and the price do really show some rejections on from here. Price is actually showing some quite a strong resistance around this level. This is what we can see from the bigger structure. Going back to the lower structure using bookmap, you can see much more clear that that's a lot more information. Okay. Using bookmap from a bigger picture, we also see that there's a really big orders, iceberg orders, absorptions is happening. So we can see that it's actually slowing down from here. So absorptions, you can see that the bubble is actually quite big. And the price do really absorptions from here, second time, this is the third time, so the price is actually going lower from now. So if we wanted to do long, we need to see absorptions or actually rejections, but right now we do not really see much about it. So you can see that the price is still forming a absorptions from here, forming back to the lower sides. Didn't really show a higher perspective right now. Price is still pushing back to the lower sides. Still not a really good timing to do long positions if you're asking me. So you can see that the price going lower, wanted to absorptions from here, but the price didn't really absorptions and grab, and the volume has been vacuumed out. And the price is actually softened out, and the rejection is actually much more higher from here. So we can see that there's much more volume and wanted to push lower. It depends on this level, is there any absorptions on the lower sides, but we didn't really see much. So if we wanted to see the price go higher, I need to see some confirmation first. Even though right now it's still on the VWAP, higher on the VWAP. So you can see that the price still on the higher on the VWAP. Right now is actually accumulations from my perspective. So yeah, I think overall the market is definitely going higher. And reaching back to this level, yeah, not looking quite good. Still need some time, unless the price breaking through this area lah, then I might be doing long positions with this area. This area is actually a really strong pressure outlet from here. So from that perspective, we'll be waiting from it and try to do long positions after we have some confirmations out of it. This area is actually a really strong pressure outlet from here. So from that perspective, okay, so we can see that the price is actually forming lower from here. Let's see, is there any clue about it? From here, price is actually slowing down, accumulating it. I guess we need to see the price to go lower because there's still a lot of volume besides of lower side. So it's not quite a good timing to do long positions for now from my perspective. So we still need some confirmations for now, only that we can try to do long positions. Because we do see that there's a lot of pressure on it and the prices keep on pressure on the lower sides. And the price still remaining on this level. So it's still not a good timing to do long positions. if we wanted to do long positions, we need to see the bubbles forming higher and the price is actually rejections from here. And after that, we can actually do long positions afterwards. This is my thoughts about the market situations. And going by that, forming higher and the price is actually. So right now we can see that the price forming a bigger picture, forming lower, forming back. Let's see from the structure perspective, price absorptions from here, price still, yeah, I don't think it's still not the right timing for now. Yeah, I don't think still not the right timing for now, but overall I do think it's much more higher chances to go higher, but we still need some confirmation first. Only we can try to do long positions. From here do seems like a really strong support, but still not a really good confirmations. Right now the price is actually balanced out from here, so yeah, I just need to wait from here. Okay, because we do see that there's a lot of volume from here, but I think it's actually slightly to slow down and wanted to go higher really. Maybe we can try to do a long positions, everyone. I think we can actually try to do a long positions. Price do really show some resistance. I'm expecting that the price should be forming some kind of resistance from here. So yeah, most likely the price will be going back to the lower sides, so don't quite worry about it. According to the time perspective, the price still remaining ranging, so yeah, I think we still have some time to do long position, so don't quite worry about it. Yeah, I think we can actually have a chance to do long positions. So let's see, can we do a long positions? Volume is actually accumulating it from here, we can see, so it's actually a good sign that the price wanted to go higher, but there's don't have any what we call the imbalance phase, much more on the pressure sides from the bubble perspective. So I think the price will be forming some resistance area on 46 or 47 from here, the futures contract. So price should be forming some kind of lower sides and we'll be doing a long positions once the price to really give some support over back. I think we'll be doing long positions maybe around another $2 range. So from here, $2 range should be going back to the CFD. So going back to the CFD pairings, $2 range, so right now is 40. I think we'll be doing a long positions if the price really reach through 38, and I quite sure that the price wanted to go higher, so we can actually aim this high. So we'll be doing a long positions together, everyone. Okay, so remember everyone, if you do really like our content, please give us a like, subscribe and follow us. Okay, so we'll be doing a long positions. We already mentioned that there's quite a strong resistance area from here. Speculations that price will be going a last low, maybe around 38, and we try to put our stop loss $2 range, see whether can we get it or not, $2 to $3 range, and we try to make it like give us a 2-to-1 ratio. Okay, so let's see can we make it or not. I already mentioned that this is a strong resistance area. Price really shows some kind of rejections. So I think we can actually do long positions on 44 around that area. So let's see. 44, or maybe the worst is 44. Yeah, so we'll be waiting for it and try to do long positions from here. Seems like the price is actually accumulating it. Okay, so bookmap 101, okay, teaching you guys how to use bookmap. Bookmap 101 is actually telling you that that the price is actually wanted to go higher. From here is actually accumulating it, the volume. So the price, whether or not see the price wanted to go higher. So right now it's actually fighting on it. So try to do long in 44. I think should be quite quite easy. So you can see right now it's 45. So I think we can actually do long positions if the price is reaching through 38. So we'll be waiting for it and try to do long positions if the price go back to 38 area. Okay, because overall the structure sites is actually telling us that the price wanted to go higher. So I think we can actually do long positions if the price really go back to 38 area. The best scenario cases. 38 is actually quite nice to do long positions. Okay, so I think we can actually do long right now if we wanted to. So let's see the timing perspective. I think we can actually do long positions. So we just need to wait a while and try to do long positions from 38. Okay, 44. I think the price should be going back to 38. So you can see this is a lot of pressure. As I already mentioned, this is what we call the absorptions from here. So it's actually a really strong resistance from the bubble perspective. Price is actually reaching through. So going back to the lower sides, we already speculations that the price will be going lower. And where is it going to? Probably 44, around that level. So we'll be trying to do long positions around this level. Okay, I think it's about time. I think we can actually do long right now. So let's see. And our stop loss, I think we can actually put this low. So I think we can actually put back to 42. This is 44, 44, 42. So I think it's around $2 range. So $2 range. Let's make it 250 to 260. Let's make it much more lower a bit lah, 330 pips lah, for in case. Okay, and we will be trying to get back to the top sites and getting back towards on the higher sides because we speculations that the price will be breaking this high. So how much risk reward ratio we are getting it? So we are risking 30 pips and we are getting 100 pips. So let's see, can we get this one? Okay, so we have been already try to do a long positions. We already mentioned that this area is a really strong support. Price is actually showing some kind of support, wanted to push higher from here. This is a bit gamble, I can say, but we do see that there's a really strong support on the from here, 44, 4144 around this level. Will be speculations that the price might be forming some kind of support. If the price do really found this kind of support, we'll be speculate that the price will be going higher and reaching back towards on the higher side. So I think right now is actually quite crucial. If the price do really break lower, then I think we might be in the long sides. Then the price might be going back and reaching through some kind of lower sides. So right now we are speculations that the price will be forming some kind of support on 44. So you can see there's a lot of volume. It's actually imbalanced volume holding on it. And you can see that the price, it's actually adding volume from here. That's why we have been doing long positions for now. So you can see that we actually have been doing long positions for now and see can we make it or not. Okay, if we are loose, then too bad. If the price really reach back to this level, I think we might be the price might be higher chances to go lower. If the price do really go higher, my speculation is that the price will be going back towards on 100 pips, or so we can actually get a really good risk reward ratio on this one. Okay, so let's see, can we get this one? If we can, I think we can actually earn 500. If we are loose, then we are risking about 156 around that area. Okay, so this morning we already tried to do a long positions from here. So right now we are doing another long positions from here. So whether or not can we hold it up? If we do hold it up, my speculation is that the price should be going back towards on the higher sides, 100 pips, 160, 100 pips around that area. Okay, so let's see, can we hold it down this area? Live trades, I think it's actually looking quite good from this one. Okay, 160. this area, live trades. Okay, so we already mentioned why we are doing long positions, because we already using bookmap can see the market is showing some kind of support, and from the bigger time frame, bigger structure line, we do expect that the market momentum is actually accelerate, mean that it's actually going quite fast on the higher sides. It's much more having a bigger chances to go higher. Rather, the price is also on the move up higher from bookmap perspective. So I think the price is actually quite solid on this level. So if we do get it right, my speculation is that the price will be going higher, reaching 200 pips around that area. So you can see that our entry is actually quite legit on this one. So it's actually quite legit, and see how does the price react afterwards, okay? So if you're really interested on it, remember to give us a like, subscribe, follow us, and do give us some support out of it, okay? So if you do really like our entry or our trading style, give us a like, subscribe, and follow us, and we'll be keep on doing live streaming sessions every single day from Monday to Friday from 8 to 9. Every single day we'll be doing a live trading sessions and giving you trade signals as well, and see can we get it. So you can see that we are risking 10 pips. I think using bookmap, you need to know the overall market situations better. If you do know the whole structure sites, is actually quite useful. So you need to understand the whole structure, what is going on, what is happening, then you can actually quite useful. So you can see that our entry level is actually quite on point on this one. So right now we are actually profiting out 160 or 126. If we do reach out from here, I think we can actually get 500. So the risk reward ratio is 1 to 5. 1 to 5 and not 1 to 5, 1 to 3, yeah, 1 to 3 risk reward ratio lah. So if the price really break out from this one, then we'll be putting our stop loss to break even point, okay? So this is how we do trading, and see whether or not can we get it out. 1 to 3, yeah, 1 to, if the price really break out from this one, then we'll be putting, okay? So this is how we do trading, and see. Seems like there's still a bit lagging. But bookmap is not looking good lah. What do I mean by that? According to bookmap, we can see that there's really huge orders around that area. So we can see that there's actually a really big orders higher sides. So it's actually showing some kind of resistance area on the higher sides. So we can see that the price is actually showing some big chunk of orders. So from that point onwards, we might be showing some kind of decline. There's a chance. So we need to see, is there any vacuum out their orders out. And from here we also see that there's absorptions from here. Absorptions and iceberg order is actually showing signs, so it's actually not looking quite good from the bookmap perspective. So if we wanted to see the price is going higher, we need to see the volume is vacuum out from here. So you can see that actually it's looking good a bit, because the volume is actually sucked out a bit. So we need to see, is there whether or not the price wanted to go higher, and the limit order is actually vacuum out. If the limit order is actually vacuum out, then it's actually quite higher chances that the price wanted to go higher. But either way, we are much more confident that the price is going higher. That's why we are giving out a long positions from here. So you can see that we have been doing long positions, and currently we are profiting out 136. If the price reach through this area from the higher sides, I will be putting my stop loss to break even point and see can we get back to 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. So you can see that bookmap is actually quite useful. Risk reward ratio is actually quite on point. And if we do get this one, I think we can actually get to a much more better risk reward ratio. Okay, so if you wanted to have this kind of free book map, you can actually go through my Discord group. So it's actually on the link below. So if you do really wanted to join it, just join our Discord group. Our Discord group every day will be also giving out book map for free. You can actually just join it and you can actually watch through our stream on the book map in in Discord. Then you can actually go through for free. Okay. So as I mentioned, there's a big orders, so the price is actually slowing down. You can see that it's actually reflecting on the CFD pairings as well. So going back to the book map, so you can see that it's actually quite accurate. Price is actually showing some kind, it's actually showing some kind of limit orders from here, chunk for limit orders. Even though there's aggressor is actually buying out, but haven't shown some kind of upwards momentum yet lah. But if we do, I think we can actually see the price to go higher and reaching back towards on the higher sides. The best scenario is that the price will be going back to 4155. If the price is going back to 4155, we will be speculations that the price will be going back to 55 $8 range. I think we might be seeing the price going back to $8 range lah from here, $8 range. So it's the previous high. I guess the price will be going higher and then balancing out absorptions and creating some kind of absorptions from here. So right now, let's see, price still haven't vacuumed out. So it's not looking good from here, still hanging on it. Volume on the downside still didn't actually pump it out from here. So the price is actually forming a ranging area. Still not so sure. The market's still not so sure about it. So we need to see the volume vacuum out. If this volume is vacuum out, then we will be speculations that it's much more higher chances the price is going higher. Okay, using the CVD, you also can see that the price is actually higher chances to go higher. That's why we are giving out a long positions. So you can see that we have been doing long. Hopefully this area is actually holding up. If we do, then we'll be thinking the price will be going back to the higher sides. Okay, so yeah, I think it's much more likely to push higher if you're asking me. So price is rather wanted to go higher. So let's see. This trade is actually quite good because the risk-reward ratio is actually 1 to 3. So risking 1 and getting 3. If we do get it, I think we can actually get back to this level. So $8 range starting from here is, yeah, I think it should be around this level. So if we do get it, I think we can actually get back to 100 pips and we are risking 30 pips. So let's see, can we get this one? Even though the entry is quite good, but there's a chunk of orders still limiting down. As I mentioned before, using bookmap still holding on it. Price still holding on it. Quite strong this limit order. But didn't really add on from here, so it's still quite a good sign from now. We just need to see is there any adding on from here. If the price do really adding on here, then we are much more confident that price wanted to go higher. So let's see how it goes. Just now we already mentioned that this is the quite a solid supporting line. We already giving out this area to do long positions just now using the book map. So you can see that we are actually telling you guys to try to do long positions from here, putting our stop loss below and getting higher. Hoping that the price actually wanted to go on the top side. But as I mentioned, this is actually quite a strong limit orders. Price didn't really vacuum out, still consistent on 22 range. So we still need some time. Let's see how it turns out. Today, I don't think we actually have any news. But yeah, that's why we actually giving out this area to do long positions. You can see we have been also doing in our CFD accounts. So it's actually quite accurate. So going back to our CFD accounts, we are doing long positions on this level. Okay. And we already mentioned that there's a chunk of orders limit out the upwards momentum from here. That's why if we do see the price breakout from here, then it's most likely we can actually reach back to this higher sides, 4148. So as I mentioned, why we are doing long positions, because the risk reward ratio is actually quite good. We are risking 30 pips, so you can see that we are risking 30 pips. If we can get it, we can reach 200 pips. Okay, so let me explain why I do long positions. Before we are using the book map, we need to see the whole structure on the bigger time frame, what is going on. Only that you can try to use the book map, because book map is actually much more details about the details about it. So from the bigger time frame is actually showing us that it's going higher. Price is actually showing higher, and forming back from here, price it's swiping out. That's why this morning we already give out a long positions from here. So you can see that we have been giving out a long positions from here. We are risking 2 to 1 on this one. We are giving out risking, I think it's about 20 pips, and we are getting 100 pips around that. Sorry, I think we are risking 40 30 to 40 pips, I think 30, and we are getting this area. I remember it's actually 1 to 2 to 1 to 3 risk reward ratio lah. Okay, so we are actually giving out long positions from here. To be honest, it's actually quite almost hit our stop loss. Our stop loss is actually around this level lah. Okay, around this level, but we do get it lah. Okay, and once we get it, why we are taking this as our profit area? Going back to the book map, you can see that this is what we call the balance area. So the market is actually absorbing on this liquidity area. So it's much more easy to hit this level. That's why we are getting on this level. So why we are putting our TP around this level? Because it's actually the same thing as well. So going back to the book map, so you can see that as I mentioned, it's still not quite looking good because the limit order is still holding on it. So it's still battling inside of it. So if we wanted to see the prices going higher, the limit orders need to vacuum out. So you can see that it's not looking good because this 27 is actually adding on it. The volume, okay, so you can see that the price is actually adding the 27 volume out of it. So you can see that this has been putting a little bit pressure on the lower sides, okay. So it's still battle against each other but the momentum is still quite strong from the higher sides, but seems like no one wanted to push the price higher. If we see price wanted to push higher, the price should be reaching back towards, like reaching here, like hitting on this one first, but right now we did not see. So you can see that this is actually showing us some signs that the price going lower, okay. Okay, so we still need to hold on it. Our entry level is still quite strong, so we just need to see whether or not the price attacking on the top sides are. So right now it's actually quite strong on this one, didn't really vacuum out. So let's see. Yeah, still vacuuming out. Still have some time. If we do hit it, I think we can actually get back to this 1 to 300 pips. So it's actually quite good on 100 pips. Not so sure can we get this one or not, but price going back to our entry level as I mentioned, so just wait for it. If we do hit our stop loss on this one, then no choice lah, but it's much more higher chances that the price is going higher. One of the biggest reason is that we can see that the VWAP is actually staying above. So we can see that the VWAP is actually staying above. Price do really stay above on the VWAP. So we are speculations that the price will be still maintaining on the higher sides. And here is actually going, oh shit, yeah, it seems like not looking good because the pressure is actually adding on it from here. Once this is 28, 23, price is actually absorbing it. So I think we still need some time okay, because the bullish is actually swiping out. Oh shit, not looking good, not looking good everyone. Yeah, not looking good already because the position is actually adding on it. Seems like they, yeah, I think we might be hitting our stop loss on this one. Yeah, might be hitting our stop loss. Have higher chances. If the price really break through, then I think we might be in the long sides. Means that the price might be reaching back and forming a ranging level. Right now, we are speculating that the price is wanted to go higher because it's actually maintaining it. But if you honestly watch through the details about it, you can see that the market is actually forming a ranging level from here. Today it's not a really big movement, about $30 range, so it's comparable to yesterday. It's not a huge movement, so we can see that yesterday is actually a really huge movement around 100 pips, 100 range. Right now is actually $30 range. It's not quite big, so let's see. Okay, price is actually reaching through, still forming a ranging level. We are speculating that the price is wanted to go higher. Not so sure can we hold it on. Timing is still not correct. We might can improve. So we can see that this is actually quite useful. Bookmap, as I mentioned, this is a chunk of orders. Price don't want to hit up. And once the price is actually adding 27 around this level, price going lower straightly because they don't want to fight up exhaustions, you can say. So once the price is actually hitting lower, you can see that the price is not looking good, reaching back to the lower sides, even though this level is forming some kind of supports. But yeah, I think it's not looking good. We might be having higher chances to hit our stop loss on this one. Can we? Yeah, the order is not strong. Yeah, the order is not strong and still adding on it. This one. Yeah. Still needs some momentum to fight on it. But there's a huge block of orders around here, so it's actually still considered safe, I guess. But this volume still haven't vacuumed out, so it's not still not looking good. From the smaller time frame, we can see that the market is still forming a downtrend momentum from here. I mean, it's actually weakening down because there's absorptions from here. If we want to see the price is going higher, we need to see the price to break out this absorptions. Then we can see the price is going higher. Okay. So we just need to see the price to go back, but it's not looking good on this one. Yep. Yep, not looking good. Think might hit our stop loss, higher chances. But it's okay lah. This is actually a testing phase, so we'll be holding on it and see how it turns out. Right now we are losing $90, so not much. If we lose, I think we lose about 156. If we win, we can actually earn 500. So too bad if the price really absorptions from here, then I think we have a bigger chance to go back to the higher sides. Right now there's a really big supports from here, big supports from here. So if we do get it, still got chance, I guess. Still got chance. Okay. Still got chance, but seems like from the bookmap perspective is oh wow, still I think it's not a big chance because this absorptions is actually happening and iceberg order is actually happening as well, so I don't think it's actually looking good so yeah, I don't think it's looking good already, so hit our stop loss Was thinking the price might be going higher, but too bad on this one. This one, if we do get it, I think we can actually get back to 400 range, but still quite okay on this one. Chunk of orders. I think there's a chunk of orders right here, doing stop loss 20-30 pips. Not saying it's actually a good idea. Price is actually showing some kind. I think there's a major supporting level on 4131 now. So 4131 is actually a quite strong supporting level. I don't think it's actually looking good. 4131. So I think price might be reaching through 4131. And let's see 4131 area. So let's see, price should be forming some kind of support out of this one. Yeah, not looking good, but bookmap is actually giving us a really good clue about it. So we can see that the price wanted to go higher, absorptions is happening, and iceberg orders is actually happening as well. So this is the resistance iceberg, meaning by that people wanted to call, but iceberg orders is actually showing up, so price going lower. Too bad, if the price is actually swiping off these orders, then there's a high chance to go higher. So it's not looking good, this one. Okay. Right now, let's see if the price, I think the price wanted to go back to the fair value area. So today the fair value area is reaching top, and options. Let's see. Putting pressure from here. I think there's a huge chunk of orders right here. Price don't want to move, imbalance back, falling back to the down lower sides. I think there's a quite a strong support level on the downside side, as I mentioned before. So our speculation is that the price will be forming some kind of supporting level back to the downsides. So shit, on the downsides, as we mentioned before, that's a really strong support on the downsides. So it's actually difference between $4 to $5 range. So let's see, is it accurate? 41、40、39、38、37。Yeah, I think it's actually the same thing. This is actually a really strong support. So seems like the price is actually accumulating it from the fair value area. Price is actually reaching through this 1, 2, 3. Still have chance now, but if we want, I think this level is actually quite a good level to do long positions. Price might be going lower a bit, and let's see how the price react from here. Yeah, I think this level is actually quite solid. I think there's a higher chance, looking from the book map, what we can see is that the market is having a higher chance to push lower, because price reaching, yeah, I think there's a higher chances to go lower. There's absorptions and iceberg orders from here. So you can see that you can actually do short positions if you wanted to from here. It's actually a really good do a short positions from here. So it's actually 43. meaning by that is another $2 range. So $2 range, so right now is 36. I think around 36 is actually a really good short opportunity. And going back to the 50 pips, but it's actually a quite short-term trade. I think it's actually much more short-term trade. But here is actually giving you a much more confidence that the price wanted to go lower, and we are speculations that the price may go back to 37 to 37 range. Okay, 37 range. I think maybe we can do short position just now using the 1 minute charts. 36. Yeah, I think we can actually do shots on 36 just now. Stop loss might be a bit tight though. If this we do shorts positions, our stop loss I think need to put two, yeah, $2 range, I guess, around $2 range. And 36.60 $2 range is actually from here 38, and we can actually get back to 2 to 1. Not quite good I guess, but better than nothing. Wait, 36. Yeah, I think 36 is actually quite a good solid resistance area, short period of time. As I mentioned, if we do short positions from here, yeah, you can see that 36 is actually quite a strong resistance area. You can see there's a chunk of orders, and here is actually quite solid. So speculations that this is actually quite a good area to do shorts, and putting your stop loss maybe just above here, 45. So $2 range, and if we can get it, mostly we'll be going back to 37 or 38. I don't wanted to try to do this trade because it's actually a really short-term trade, scalping mode. So you can, as I mentioned just now, you can try to trade on for these 36 around this level, 36 on this level. Yeah, you can actually do shots and putting your stop loss maybe around $20 range. And if you can get it, I think you can actually get 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, one lot size, risking 200 and getting 600 range. So let's see, is it accurate or not? The price still showing some signs. Yeah, I think it's actually quite solid. Price still showing absorptions, expert orders. So oh, not looking good. It's actually vacuum out the volume from here. Okay, volume is actually vacuuming out. But yeah, as I mentioned, you can actually do short positions from 36 and getting back to this level, maybe reaching back to this or even back to this level. Okay, as I mentioned, it's actually a really good risk reward ratio. One lot size, 200, and getting 5 to 6. Okay. Today is actually quite solid at this moment. Not looking good. This is why follow the trend is always the good thing, but you can see that the volume is actually vacuuming out. Price still forming support on the VWAP, VWAP area. Seems like a price wanted to go higher because, yep, maybe price reaching through the VWAP. Mm, so overall it's still quite okay, but not looking good lah. Overall, we're still thinking that the market is going higher. But let's see. Not looking good. VWAP is actually quite strong. Oh, price immediately show supporting level from here. Middle line. Oh, seems like the price wanted to go higher. Beginningly is this level. Seems like the price wanted to form strong support from here. 9 o'clock, still quite accurate. Price break through this level. Seems like the market wanted to go higher. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's actually quite a reasonable place to do long positions. See, is there still not there yet. Price still forming a ranging level. The here is actually quite good. Another $1 range. $1 range. So it's 35. Let's see. I think it's actually quite good. If price go back to 35, right? Let's see. Right now it's 36, 35 to 34. I think we can actually do long positions. So we just wait for it. So from the bookmap, we can see that the market is actually vacuum out their lot sizing, even though this show absorptions from here, but price still going higher. So I think overall the market is going higher. Seems like price. Let's see how it turns out. Seems like the price wanted to go higher already. Price going back, getting back to the top side. Seems like a price wanted to go higher already. Entry not quite good on this one. If quite good, I think we can actually reach back. Is it? Yeah, not quite good. Didn't expect the price reaching through this level, but yeah, I think we can actually do long positions already right now if you wanted to. Okay, so I think we'll be ending our live streaming sessions for now. So thank you for everyone joining. If you wanted to know more about it, join our Discord group on the link below, and I will see you guys tomorrow.